So Sonia is asking, what does your team think about celebrating the new year?
And Sonia or Sonja, that is a really good question. I think I'll just answer it with the book of Romans, chapter 14, verse 5. If you want to go there with me, Romans 14:5. Oops, sorry. I was looking around at things and I lost my place, so I apologize. And so, I mean, the context here in Romans chapter 14 is, Paul is talking about um, believers at that time. He's talking about, if some people eat herbs and some people don't, like, don't judge your brother if they don't eat herbs. And I think this was referring back to the story of Passover. Like, some people were still celebrating Passover even after Jesus had already, sacrificed or had already, been crucified and risen again. And so Paul is basically saying, some people still want to keep it, whatever, let them keep it. You don't have to, basically. So again, in Romans 14, verse 5, it says, one person esteems one day above another esteems every day alike. Let each be fully convinced in his own mind. And so, when it comes to New Year, as far as just celebrating it, there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, happy new year, this is a new start, a new chapter in my life. It's not a bad thing. But is it something essential to do? No, not necessarily. Some people have, I think, a conflict with celebrating the Lunar New Year, which is more, like people call it, some people call it Chinese New Year, where they're celebrating, it's like the year, I think this year is like the year of the rabbit, things like that. And to that, I would say, those don't really coincide with things in the Bible. So it's up to you as to, your own personal conviction. I don't celebrate it. But I respect others who do. And so I would just, you know, I don't believe in that, aspect of Eastern religion. Again, but am I kind and respectful of other people and their beliefs? Of course, because that's, what they want to do. And so, do we need to be participating in it? Not necessarily, but again, it's up to you as an individual as to what you think is appropriate and, and not for your own life. But, just a regular New Year, like, I didn't even stay up till midnight this year. I just went to bed. So, but to be honest, but, in the years past, have I? Yeah, because it's kind of fun to be like, yay, it's a new year. Like I said, a new start. So it's up to you. That's what I would say. Jay or Wendy, anything else on that?
Yeah, I mean, even the Hebrews and Jewish people had multiple New Years. They had,
That's
two
true.
calendars, one for the festivals, and then they had like another civil calendar, like Rosh Hashanah in which that starts. I think. I mean, it's on a different time. So they have multiple ones, and I
Mhm.
agree. Like, I think the overriding principle is 1 Corinthians 10:31, which is whether you eat or drink or whatever
Mm.
you do, do it all to the glory of God. And yeah,
Amen.
if you're getting drunk, if you're being lewd, if you're doing these sorts of things, you're not glorifying God. But if you can be a loving person, have a good time with good wholesome time with people, showing them love, like that's you could be glorifying God easily there.
Amen. I know. I remember. I just realized, like, remember that one year we all celebrated New Year's together many years ago before I got married.
Yeah,
Yes.
right
And
before. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
and I was dating my husband, and a lot of us, we celebrated, and we, started the new year with prayer. It was a
Mhm.
beautiful thing. It was a bunch of us Christians coming together and joining in a believer's house, and it was a beautiful thing. It wasn't, it was something
Mhm.
very, I think, sanctified. But yeah, should we celebrate the way the world celebrates? Drinking and partying? And no, no, that's not. That's not the. You're right. That's not to the glory of God. We don't want to do that.
Yeah.